Between the two great legends of silent comedy, Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton both play the everyman, but in different ways. Chaplin is more of a classic clown, Keaton is more deadpan. I must admit that comedy is harder to praise than tragedy, because tragedy is intellectual and comedy is ecstatic and therefore beyond words. You have to see the jokes for yourself, and in this movie, Keaton hits a home run. There is a very fun sequence in the middle of the movie where our hero jumps inside of a movie screen and becomes transported by the movie's editing to a series of frustrating locations, and the whole adventure finishes in one of the best chase scenes in cinema, with stunts which are still impressive today, stunts which Keaton risked his very life to perform. As a 40-minute comedy, this movie is fluffy, and so at first, it may seem like there is not a lot to be said about it. Still, let's try. This is Sherlock Jr., Buster Keaton's take on the detective genre. The title itself a reference to that most famous detective in the genre, Sherlock Holmes of 19th century English literature. It is common for the genre to focus on crimes committed against rich or at least middle-class people, possibly because these are the only people who can afford to pay a detective. But here, the detective and the crime are secondary. This is really a movie about love. To experience this, we have to stop tuning out the cliché and just embrace it. When the movie begins, Buster Keaton is caught between two pursuits. First, he is working as a movie theater projectionist, and second, he is studying how to be a detective by reading a book titled How to Be a Detective. He is also courting a neighborhood woman, competing for her affections with a rival. To compete with our hero, the rival buys a present for the girl by paying for it with a stolen pocket watch, and this is the crime that our hero must use his detective skills to solve. At the lowest point in the story, our hero returns to the theater, watches a movie, and dreams he is inside of it. This image of him jumping into the movie screen is a central image of the story to me. If there is any message to the dream sequence, it is a testament to the power of cinema to see the adventures of our lives reflected back to us in a larger-than-life way, which inspires us to face them, much in the same way that art has always done, but to a greater degree of dreamlike immersion. The movie teaches our hero, and us by extension, how to draw courage from our love. The crime at the center of this miniature detective story is small, but it happens because the rival wants the woman's love so badly that he is willing to lie and steal for her. But in relying on the strength of his will, he is not allowing her to love him for his true self, which is in the beauty of the heart. This love that is taken by force is not love, it is hate. Relationships built on hate keep people in bondage, but love is freedom. This is why our hero in Sherlock Jr. is a hero, because he is fighting for her freedom. He fights for her freedom because he loves her, and it is because he desires her freedom that his love is true.